This is Feed Your Mind. So everyone was talking about the Leave the World Behind movie that just came out on Netflix. Well, now there's two more movies with a similar theme coming out, and it's looking like a pattern now because both of these movies are scheduled to come out pretty much, it looks like almost in the same month. If not, they're like back to back coming out. One's called ISS, where this crew is on the International Space Station, and as they're up there, they're looking down and they're noticing that the earth is in chaos and at war. And so this is a very similar theme to Leave the World Behind. It's almost like it's the same movie where they're showing it from a different perspective. And then we see that they're making this movie called Civil War that's coming out with kind of the same thing going on, where we're getting the perspective from the ground level now, where they're going to show how the world is going at each other. And in my last video I did, it was about The Matrix and The Terminator. And there's a writer that claims to have written both of those movies. And she says that they're all actually one film. And it was a warning, she's saying. So she said she was inspired to write the movie as a warning, but get the message out through science fiction and storytelling to get the message out. So she's confirming that this is what Hollywood does. They actually get messages out through film and storytelling and movies. So that's pretty disturbing now that we're seeing this trend with these three movies, Civil War, ISS, and Leave the World Behind. And who knows if there's any more on the way now, where they're all showing the same theme of the world being in chaos. And especially America, they're showing, it's kind of like they're saying that it's finished and it's going to be like some type of great reset. And are they trying to send a message to us through these movies so that, you know, I'm hearing that this is something that they do. They like to show what they're going to do through film, through movies, and it's to serve as a warning. And what adds more credibility to this hypothesis is that, well, there's leaks that billionaires have been buying bunkers as of recent, and it's been increasing information coming out where they're saying, yeah, I even heard Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook and Meta has recently said that he has bought a bunker, and it's supposed to be located on some island or something, where there's even quotes where they're saying he was allegedly saying that he wants to oversee the apocalypse from the safety of his island. So yeah, there's other billionaires that are said to have been buying bunkers as well. And we even saw that theme in the Leave the World Behind movie, where they're showing that a lot of the millionaires and billionaires had bunkers built into their homes. And so they were also telling us how, yeah, they're in the know. So they kind of are expecting something to be happening soon. It's like a message. And even Obama was behind the making of that film. So with all these other films coming out now with the similar theme, it's something to take note of. And who knows when something like this might happen. I mean, even the book of Revelations in the Bible tells us about stuff like this happening, with nation rising against nation in the end times, until it gets to the point where there has to be a divine intervention. Otherwise, you know, that's pretty much going to wipe out humanity if there wasn't an intervention by the Most High. And I guess we'll have to see what comes of all of this information. I mean, with these movies, it's definitely a disturbing pattern that we're seeing. And is it showing us these elites might have a plan for humanity where they might want to cause this chaos in order to bring about maybe, well, I'm hearing there's different scenarios. It's like they're saying a great reset, and also there's talks of an Antichrist figure that might be on the way, maybe from all this chaos and destruction, and they have this charismatic leader that might pop up out of nowhere and start kind of try to fix things and have people follow him, and then that would lead to him wanting people to worship him. And they're saying that he might want to be the leader of you know, the world, basically. And that reminds me, there's also the remake of the Omen coming out, which shows that, okay, so yeah, after all the Civil War movie and the ISS movie and the Leave the World Behind movie, then we're going to be getting the Omen. So that's going to be dealing with the Antichrist figure. And it's going to be a remake. So it's going to be set in modern times. So it's almost like all of these movies are one thing. It's like every one of those movies you could almost see as being one movie from different perspectives, kind of like how that lady from the Terminator and Matrix, how she was saying, yeah, she wrote those as one movie, but they're different, separate films. But you can put them all together as one film and see how it tells one story. So you could even add that into the group of films, I guess, if you really want, with the AI technology and all that. Some even have speculated if AI has anything to do with some type of antichrist or giving life onto a beast, perhaps, or something like that. So yeah, this seems to be a message that they might be trying to send out, and I don't really understand why they feel like they have to send these messages out. I guess they're saying it has to do with their universal karma, where they're saying if they warn the population through any means, if they warn them through film or just outright telling them or whatever, as long as they are honest, people have the free will. So they're saying it has to do with people's free will and they must be notified. And I guess they're saying it's a form of acceptance or something if they tell you ahead of time what their plans are. And it's like they're saying, like, okay, that's you're accepting it by being notified of it and I guess doing nothing. So I mean, what can you really do? It seems like these elite, they have like this world in their grip. It's like, you know, the powers that be have full control over this place, and it's like limited options of what anyone could really do. It almost take a collective, it take kind of like a collective way of thinking. The population would have to, wake up pretty much, because they're the ones putting these people in charge of us. The people that put these people in charge of us, they run out and, make sure they get the authority to lead us. And if they're making poor decisions with who they're picking, these people, if they're compromised and all that. So, if they're putting compromised people in power and they can't see which ones are bought and paid for, and they're allowing these people to be in charge of us, well, then, that's, what can you do when the collective is asleep like that? If people were aware and awake, I think people would be able to see through a lot of the programming, and, they wouldn't be able to be so easily fooled if more people were aware of what's going on. So, yeah, it looks like this could be something where the end times could be approaching. I've done a full playlist on this. I've been keeping up with important events that seem to be signs of the possible end times. So I'll leave that link in the comment section if you want to check out my Last Days playlist. And it looks like the Bible, is, coming true before our eyes. We're seeing that the prophecies in the Bible are actually happening, and the Bible was warning us about who would be behind all of this stuff, so it's telling on them. This is a book that has told us what's to come and predicted all of this was going to happen in the last days, nation rising against nation and everyone kind of going crazy at the end times until that divine intervention. So let me know, what do you think about all this information in the comments section. I'm also going to leave some links, like I said, and there'll be links also to my free email newsletters, my Feed Your Mind store, and, much more. And also, if you would like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel online. I'm also going to be giving away some gifts if we get over 1,000 likes. So details will be in the comment section and the description box as well. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.